Vanessa, hello. Happy Friday to you. You're the first person on. Hey, Richard Dinkins, good to see you. Anissa, of course I made it. It's Friday, girl. Lenora, thank you for joining us. Barbara Dolores is on with us. Thank you so much. Tara is on with us. Germany was pretty amazing. And Tawana Renee is on. Whoa, that's pretty deep. Good to see you, Tawana. Vanessa, thank you for joining us. Monica is on with us. Cynthia is on with us. Thank you for joining us. Tia, good evening to you. Blessings to you, Cheryl, as well. Um, go back, make sure I ain't miss nobody. Um, uh, Sheila is on with us. Good evening, Sheila, to you. And John Hall, good to see you, sir, and congratulations to you on your retirement. Well deserved, sir. I hope that you are able to kind of do some stuff now, get out and get away. Good to see Sister Lawanda Tillman on. Good to see you, ma'am. Alicia is on with us as well. Renee is on. Hello. The Honorable Kendra Rowe, the commissioner from Brunswick, Georgia, is, I think, out of the country, and she's tuning in. So that's dedication. I like that, Commissioner Rowe. Drusilla, good to see you as well. Marion on. Marion is my cousin. We just found out through like DNA. I gotta call you, cuz. I'm sorry. By the time I get home, I'm just like done. But I owe you a call. Um, and Tawana, Joya Dinkins is on, so we have both Dinkins on and a couple more out there. Bonnie, good to see you. Bonnie Jean. Michelle is on, so that means that Mr. Bill is somewhere close around. Gloria, good evening to you. Vandalyn Van Johnson, good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Iron Bull, good to see you. It was a week. Pamela, good to see you as well. Good to see you. Dr. Karen Cooper of Smile Designs by Karen. She's a good dentist, and she got a Little Neck Road, so you get the opportunity to check her out. I've seen some grills that were like really improved. so go out there and check her out. Good to see Debbie Williams Walker. Debbie Williams Walker. Debbie Williams Walker. Good to see you. Good to see Shannon Royster from WJCL. She's the evening and the anchor and stuff. So it's always good to see Shannon on with us as well. Jackie, thank you for joining us. Picola, thank you. Snowy says hello, and Lisa said to tell you hi. So tell Lisa I said hi. Lydia Stevens is on with us, and good to see Sean J. Chris on as well. Have I seen the new baby? I think so. Angel, good to see you. Thank you. Kiana, I do not know, but I can find out. Mr. Bill is on. Greg Coy, am I playing? There is no curfew at City Market, Greg. I don't know what you're talking about. No curfew at City Market. Brenda, good to see you. Good evening to you. Ivania, hello. Catherine, thank you for joining us. Ted is on with us. Good evening. David, good to see you. Go Dogs. Good to see Rockin' Robin from Kansas City, Missouri, wherever you are in the world. Bernice is on from Washington State. Lala is on from Oakland. So she's in Oakland, and then she's going out to Hawaii, and she didn't take her mare. That's kind of messed up as well. Lily Relic, good to see you as well. Lahoma, thank you so much. Angie is on with us. Hello, Angela. Thank you for joining us. Latrell is on. Good evening, ma'am. And Ned is on with us. Good to see Molly Lieberman and the Craft Kids Nation on. Antoinette, good to see you as well. E. Joyce Parrish has joined us. Always good to see you as well. Tanya Scott Green, thank God it is Friday. Good to see you. Greg Coy, there is no curfew at City Market. I don't know what you're talking about. And so if you're here in that reporter capacity, this ain't it. This is a love thing with me and my folks. So there is no curfew at City Market, Greg. So I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, Shauna, Good to see you as well. Good to see Talia. Good to see Pastor David. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us, sir. Bless you as well. Thank you for your prayers. Crystal Creations is on. Good to see her. And good to see Glenda Jones. Yes, I was in Liberty City and you were not there, and I had an attitude about it. So good to see you. Hey, Net, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And Debbie Williams Walker, I am going to talk about that in a minute. I have not met him, J. Chris. So, all right. Now, you stood me up, by the way. Well, I'll let you know that. Hilda is on from Arizona. Hope you're doing all right there. Kenneth Bussey, good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us, Pastor. As well, good to see our elder statesman, Cliff McCurry. Our distinguished gentleman, thank you, sir, for joining us as well. And Karen Cooper says they aim to keep Savannah smiling. So drop your link in, Karen, so the folks can see where you're at. I've learned that your teeth health is really, really important to everything else going on. If your grill is messed up, you might have other health problems. Angel, we'll talk about that. Karen, good to see you. Gloria is on with us. Lita, good to see Lita on. L. Griffin Kennedy, good to see you as well. Ethel Overstreet, good to see you. Barbara Pinckney, hello. Pamela, hello. Zelfia, good evening. Camila is on. And Sheila, there's no curfew at City Market. Tanja Bradshaw, good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you're doing well. And Paula her and her son are suffering from COVID. Please, Paula, get well. Good to see Miss Loretta on as well. Bondell is on from Atlanta. Good to see Miss Albertia Jackson. Good to see you as well. Barbara Thornton, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Wanda Stewart is on with us. B. Michelle is on as well. Lydia asked me that in a minute. Sakari is on with us. Good to see you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So let's go ahead and let me see what time it is, and then we can go ahead and get into it. So as you know, it's Friday, and if it's too hot or if it's raining outside, Mary Ivy, the recent retiree, is on with us. And so, good to see you and congratulations and thank you for all that you have done working with young people all of these years. And we appreciate that. Hey, Paula Fogarty is on. For those who don't know, Paula Fogarty runs our Savannah Jazz Fest. It is one of the best in the world, and so I am looking forward to that being live and in person, totally live. We've done it kind of hybrid over the last couple of years. So good to see you, Paula. And Jorcette is on with us as well. So, but again, if it's Friday in Savannah, no matter where you are, no matter where you are all over the world, you're in Savannah somewhere. And if you're staying out of the rain, like it's been raining around here, you're with me. And it's Friday night. Thank you so much. We are here. It is Maisha, I did. Oh, good to see Aunt Ali on with us. I mean, here we are. Here we are. Week number 120, y'all. 120. No, it's not a curfew, Sheila. I'll talk about it in a minute. Hey, Sabrina is on. I hope that you are doing well. I hope you're doing better, Sabrina. Carol, good to see you. But anyway, let me go through what I got to do. So it's Friday. It's Friday. Here we are in Savannah, wherever Savannah is. Savannah could be all the way on the East Coast. It could be out of the country, as some people are as well. And it's always good to see my sweetheart, my mentor, the Honorable Representative Mayor Edna Branch Jackson. She is now representing the 165th District. And I'm going to give her some love, y'all, because I love me some Edna Jackson. So y'all welcome Mayor and Representative Edna Jackson. Everybody stands on somebody's shoulders, and I certainly stand on hers. So as well. Good to see Verdell Jones, who's going to be assuming the presidency of the Liberty County Board of Education. Good to see you as well. Vanessa, good evening to you. Francis, good to see you as well. And, you know, hey, we do the doggone thing. Dr. Patricia West is on with us. Again, what is wrong with you people? Every Friday for 120 weeks, every Friday for 841 days, every Friday for 2 years and 3 months, no matter where we are, no matter where I am, we have gotten together. What is wrong with y'all? Good to see you, Rashawn. Thank you for joining us. I'm doing well. And here we're still here. We're still here. And so that means that we've been able, good to see LaMonica on with us as well. And I mean, it just means that we've made it through 7 days. I mean, if we could just make it through 7 days, and that just means that we've made it through another week. There are people who were here with us last week and they didn't make it this week. So we're grateful. Good to see you, Marjorie. Good to see Brother Jamal on. I mean, wow. And some of you have been riding this with me for over 2 years. Every single Friday night you've been here. Jennifer, good to see you as well. And good to see my cousin's wife, Pam, on. Well, Pam is actually my blood cousin, but we like her husband, Perry, more than we like Pam. So Perry is our cousin, but we'll accept Pam. But if they ever get divorced, we're gonna take Perry. Good to see you, Judy Nixon, Veronica as well, Andrea Hall Houston. Good to see you, Shauna. We did have something happen in the State Street Garage today. We had a unfortunate incident to occur, and I'll just leave it at that. Alan, good to see you. Virginia, good evening to you as well. So, again, good to see Johnny McDonald. I hope you are being nice to that baby. I'm going to ask her next time I see her. Pamela, good to see you. So, as you know what we do every single way. And once you like this page, that way you're able to get our updates when we go live. Hey, Johnette, good to see you. Good to see Charlinda on. Whoa. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. But you get to, we don't go online or go on live for foolishness. Some people use this sacred time and their sacred space, sacred platform to tell you what they're eating. We don't do that. If I go online live from this space, you better believe there's something going on I need you to know. So I want to go ahead and do that. Sierra, good to see you. Good to see you today as well, and you're doing a great job. So I want you to like the page. I want you to share the page. We are not selfish with our love around here. So share the page. Share it. Go ahead, click share the video, and let's go ahead and share the video. Would you do that for me, please? Go ahead and share the video. That's what we want you to do. Margie, good to see you as well. And so a couple of things I want to talk about. And then, of course, as we always do every single week, we show love to our girl, Tara. And so we are Tara Strong. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that into the chat. Need you to go ahead and do it. Good to see Ruel Francis on as well. Jorsette, again, we show love to our girl, Tara. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate it. Germany was a blast. But I was so tired. I slept maybe 2 hours a night for over 5 nights. And then by the time I got used to it and slept 5 nights, it was messed up. It was time for me to come back. So it is certainly not for the, I don't know. It was good though. So anyway, send love to our girl, Tara. And we know that she feels our love, right? Okay, so we're doing that. So anyway, so we're doing that. So next thing I wanted to talk about is this, and let's be very, very clear. COVID is back, y'all. Well, it has not really gone anywhere. There are at least 2 strains out there right now that are more contagious than the prior strains. Good to see you, Nicole. Thank you for joining us. And so, hey, good to see Deborah on as well. And this is real. I mean, people are getting sick. People who have not gotten sick before are now getting sick. And it's the truth. Y'all thought we had uh, COVID in our rearview mirror. The scientists always told us that that was not the truth. Donaker! Good to see you, Donaker. Um, we knew that it was not the truth. And so the strains now are much more contagious. And so, because I care about you, I want you. Can't control other folk, but let us. Hey, Adrian, y'all need to go back to start pulling out those masks again when you're around folk that you don't know, and start being careful because it's extremely contagious. Hey, Miss Phyllis, good to see you as well. Thanks for joining us, as well as Carolyn telling everybody to get vaccinated. I mean, you should be already vaccinated, but keep in mind this: if you were vaccinated, that the first vaccinations have worn out. So, that's the deal with that. So, um, that's extremely important for you all. Good to see my beloved mentee, Dr. Zadana Monique Slay on. Good to see you, ma'am. Hope you are doing well. Good to see Felicia. I'm happy to see you this week. But yeah, COVID is out there for real. Um, it's out there, and we have to make sure that we are doing what we can to be careful. So, hey Regina, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Um, so let's just go ahead and make sure we are keeping up, that we're not being foolish in this, because people are getting sick. And see, our numbers are not even accurate because people are finding out by these home tests. And so the home tests are not, you're not, let me get it right. We're not checking that kind of stuff out, okay? So, when people get COVID by the home test, they're not reporting it. So it's not a part of any numbers that we have. So we want you to make sure that, be careful about being in people's face. I was talking to somebody the other day, hey, Sunshine Tammy, and they were all in my face. And I'm just like, yeah, I just want to put my mask on. They're like, everything all right? I said, yeah, but you're really all up in my face. So be careful about that. Jacqueline says her and her husband never stopped wearing masks. And so I wanted you to do this as well. Now you can order 8 masks for free. So I'm going to put that in the chat if you have not done this already. Good to see Bishop Jacqueline Gilbert Grant has joined us. So all rise, the bishop is in the house. And so, hey, Miss Catherine, good to see you as well. Marjorie, our hospitalizations, as I understand them, are ticking up slowly. It's not been sharp, but people are still getting sick. So, but I put this on here. You can order your 3rd set of free COVID tests. You can get 8 tests for free. And so you get it and you test yourself so that you're able to make sure you keep in mind where people are as it relates to that. So that's what the deal is. So, hey, Billy, good to see you. So I wanted to point that out. Let's go ahead and be careful. And it's always good to see my friend and brother on, the president of the National League of Cities, the mayor of Union City, Georgia, my good friend and brother, Pastor Mayor Vince Williams. Good to see you, sir. I mean, wow. I mean, I got royalty up in here, so good to see you, and thank you for being a good brother to me. I appreciate you for that. Yeah, so hey, Dolores, it's okay. We're glad that you joined us. But yeah, if you got COVID, I mean, goodness, hey, Dominic, good to see you. Let's go ahead and get that stuff taken care of. Go ahead, order your test. We can do this for real. You can do it right now. Go ahead and let's get it done, okay? I put it in here. I'll put it in here again. Go ahead and order your test so you can get that done. And it's through the mail service. They'll deliver it to your home like they did the other tests. Debbie, I don't know about the second booster. I have gotten the second booster, and you know, I was good. So go ahead, get it done, get it done. Well, Sheila, get some more just in case you need some more, or I need something, then I can get it from you. See? So go ahead and get it. It's fine. So I wanted to talk about that. So wanted to talk about, I think it was Maisha, somebody asked about a curfew in City Market. Now, let me go back a little bit to uh, put some context to this. As you know, we've had, and I mean, I blame some of it for where it needs to be blamed. Georgia has an idiotic, hey Jerry, good to see you. Carla says she had COVID and it's not a game. So, and Carla is she's in medicine, so she's a CMA. So, I have not heard about the monkeypox vaccination. But anyway, we'll find out, Billy. So, we've had shootings. I mean, we have an idiotic law that allows people to carry guns everywhere. And as a result, we have seen guns show up everywhere. And, people have lost their lives. Last week we had a young 21-year-old that I knew since he was born, knew his dad. We went to college together. Good to see you, Pastor Tillman, lose his life. Then last Friday, he had two kids outside the City Market walking around, and they're shooting at each other, a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old. Then on Sunday, I go over to Savannah Gardens, and somebody was shooting at somebody with a rifle. I mean, what kind of stuff is this? And my commitment is that I'm going to do all I can. The city's going to do all we can to be able to keep people safe, recognizing that one hand is tied behind our backs. I floated the idea of being able to control the things that I can control. And one thing I can't control is when people are in our streets. I can control when businesses are open or closed. I can control when people are able to utilize their liquor licenses in our city. And if that's what we have to be able to do to keep people safe, then as I've told you, I'm about it. I will do it. However, I do believe that before we get to that point, and to me that's the nuclear option, that we should be able to work with our businesses, with our other folks around, our tourism people, our partners, and I did. We talked. Good to see you, Laura, all the way from Pennsylvania, and said, hey, let's see, have we done all we can do? Garnett, greetings, good to see you. Have we done all we can do? And I'm not sure that we have. And so that is why, we've gotten together, and so many of our folks are now finding really creative ways to be able to help us to control some of the issues. Some of our businesses are now starting to stagger when they let people out, so everybody's now on the streets at the same time. City Market has now designated that they're not going to allow, literally, I think, unaccompanied children in City Market. So it's not a curfew that the city has set. And I mean, some of y'all kept saying that. It's not, it's not a curfew. They're just not allowing them there. And I mean, the fact of the matter was, last week, why would a 15 or 16-year-old be out downtown at 11:50 at night? Jacinta, good to see you. Why? What sense does that make? And so I salute City Market and other businesses that are starting to do other things. Good to see you, Julie, to try to help us to make it less attractive for people to get hurt. And that's just where I am. And so I salute them for doing it. And the fact is, again, why would kids be down there? And I've gone down, we be down the city market. And a lot of times there's kids down there, and they're kids, and they're unaccompanied. What are you doing down there? Where are your parents? Why don't they know where you are? And why would they let you come down there? Why? And so, as a responsible community, we as a responsible community, good to see you, Mama Marsha, we're going to do what we can as a community to be able to try to keep people safe. Peace, Zane. And if that means that we have to restrict things to keep people safe, to save a life, I say so be it. And fortunately for us, we have businesses here that are very conscientious, and I was not surprised. Good to see you, Brother Jeff. Good to see the Honorable Linda Wilder Bryant from District 3. Good to see you, Tam Tam. Good evening to you. And I was glad to see businesses. Brittany, good to see you. I was glad to see businesses say, hey, we want to help. And I mean, that's the attitude that we have to have. 4th of July, people out there doing what they're doing. Good to see you, Latasha. They're watching a parade in the good part of Illinois. Highland Falls, which is outside of Chicago. I've been to that community. And somebody picks up a gun, a legal gun, legal that his dad helped him to get, and starts shooting into people. Well, I don't want that to be Savannah. I don't. And so I just believe that we're all in this together. I believe that we're going to have to get through it together. And I believe that it is bigger than just the city government. And I'm not going to accept that it is the city's responsibility alone to do this, particularly when we have a state that nobody is holding responsible for their asinine gun laws. Good to see you, Juanita. Carla, thank you as well. Appreciate that. So, we're going to do, Angie, good to see you. We're going to do what we can. So the city, in terms of lighting up some areas of our city, we did that in City Market. We have cities, Kiki, we don't need any more community centers. We have community centers. We need kids to go to the community centers we have. As a matter of fact, we just came up with a agreement with the school system in which we get 30 more facilities from them in which we can use. So that's, the issue is not about community centers. The issue is about people going to those community centers. And it's about knowing your kids and knowing where they are and knowing what they're doing. Hey, good to see my great cousin Perry Mimes on. Perry, I'm glad you joined us because Pam was on throwing hate all on the show. So good to see you, brother Perry. But we have to be the adults in our community. Hey, Sabrina, we have to, not be afraid of our kids. We have to. It's never been the police's responsibility to raise your kids. It's just not. And, people, what are you going to do about crime? What are we going to do about crime? What are we going to do? And so this past weekend, I went on out and I was out on patrol. I sure was. I was. That's what I can do. I'm a certified law enforcement officer. Bernice says that in Seattle, a 14-year-old girl was killed in Tacoma and 2 17-year-old boys were arrested. Yeah. So, we have a WUNS office, the Office of Neighborhood Engagement and Safety. And so, we are going to do what we can do, but we need people to do what they can do. If you have kids that should not be out, keep them home. That's what I need you to do. Good to see you. Hey, Minister Grant. We need you to do what you can do. And if you have kids or young people, I don't care how old they are, and they're not living right, you know they involved in some funky crap, then what I need you to do is to be parent enough to have that courageous conversation with your child to say either you get it right or I'll turn you in. Because I don't want to see you in jail and I don't want to see you dead. That's what I need you to do. And I need church doors to open and for everybody, if every church, we are the most church, and we have some wonderful churches doing some wonderful things. I mean, we need those opportunities. Hey, just take the block around your church. Just take the block around your church. And that's how we get through this. So, I know I went through all of this. Pastor Tillman, who's always doing some great stuff, he has some grillers who are willing to have cookouts at the community centers. So you let me know. You let me know, Pastor Tillman. You know I will come and eat, and I'll come talk to some kids. And yes, Linda Wilder Bryan, yes, in Georgia, at 16 years old, a student can decide they don't want to go to school, and a judge or their parent can't make them. And we've every year gone up to the state trying to get that changed, and we have not been able to get it changed. Well, maybe Edna Jackson's up there now. Maybe we can get some stuff done. So, good to see Monica Thornton on with us, a celebrity in her own right. Good to see you, Georgia, as well. Juanita says the fear is backwards. It's in the parents and not the kids. Oh, absolutely. What summer programs do we have to educate minors on the dangers of escalating a situation? And that's good you say that. We have a partnership with the Mediation Center. As a matter of fact, I just put 20 high school students through a 12-hour, 2-day mediation center. They are now certified youth mediators. And so they have learned the skills, they have practiced the skills. So they're out there, and we have a lot more kids that can be trained. So we want to say, shouts out to the Mediation Center. Good to see Dr. Charles P. Robeson Sr. Good seeing you yesterday, and glad that you were inspired yesterday as well. I got your text. You were wrong for that. How many community centers we have in Savannah? Kiki, I think that we have, it might be over 20 centers. Some are neighborhood, some are regional, and then now we've added on 30 more facilities, so that's over 50 facilities. Hey, Betty Jackson, good to see you. Now, Bernice is talking about what I'm talking about. Know who your kids' friends are. Good to see Sarah Stevens on, Liberty County's finest and Liberty City's finest as well. Good to see Tia Acker herself is on as well. Good to see Karen Gwynn, who's joined us. Wow, this is serious. It's not a part of Mr. Bush's plan. That is something different, and so ours is more for neighborhood engagement. The Mediation Center is its own animal, and so any of you can become licensed mediators yourselves. So we'll put the information in there, Linda. If you, matter of fact, let me see if I can find it real quick, and if I can find it, I will put it in there. But they do an absolutely outstanding job, and so I'm putting them in the chat. It's also a nonprofit, so that's also a really good thing. We are doing a Day of Peace in Savannah also in September, so we'll put stuff in there as well. And I told you I'm serious about this thing, so I've just put the Mediation Center in here so you can go ahead and do it. Carol, I put it in there so you have that. So Patricia, thank you for your prayers, and thank you, Tia. I appreciate that. And yeah, the Mediation Center is amazing. So where can you find a listing of the centers? I believe you can find the centers at savannahga.gov. So I'll put that in there as well, where you can find that. Yeah, I mean, keep your kids, keep your kids, keep them close. What activities do they have? Yeah, they have basketball, they have dance, they have drama, arts, all of those things. We do have them. The problem is this, is that, and some of this is this. Um, I want to make sure we put that. Well, I want to put that out there as well. Let me see. Well, I mean, I think that when I was growing up, and it's a different time, but some of it is parenting. And we have a lot of nonprofits that do a lot of great work, and they have problems oftentimes finding kids. Um, I was a Cub Scout and a Boy Scout. And guess what? A Cub Scout and a Boy Scout teaches you some real skills. I was active in church. Everything I learned to do, for the most part, I learned to do in church. I learned to play the piano in church. I learned public speaking in church. I learned when I was doing the announcements in church. I learned respect in church. I mean, so that was an opportunity. But the goal is to keep your young people around loving, caring adults. For them to do nothing is unacceptable. For them to do nothing, for them just to lay around the bed and play video games is unacceptable. Because kids also need social skills. And so you learn those social skills. Joycette, thank you for putting that out there. You have to engage them. No, kids don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. But you know what? I had to do stuff. And so we have to keep them engaged. Again, Girl Scouts are still cool. Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts are still cool. We have those community centers. A lot of churches, I know we have First African on here, Kingdom Life, always doing something. And you don't have to be a member of their church. I mean, you don't have to come there and you give a pint of blood or none of that stuff. You just come there, and I mean, they'll let you be a part of their activities. We need other eyes. We need to have positive adults. All day long, every day, our young people are seeing adults behaving badly. You turn on the TV and you see the Real Housewives of this and the basketballs of this, and you see people acting and behaving badly. And so our young people think that that's the way that they're supposed to act. And the fact of the matter is, they translate what they see in TV, they translate how they see how we treat each other, and they take that to handle their issues. And that's why we have to put a circle around our parents. I also want to shout out Parent University. I graduated yesterday from Parent University. It is a nonprofit. It is an awesome organization that helps to arm parents with a variety of things to be better parents. Parenting did not come with a manual. And so this creates a bigger network. And so you could check out Parent University. So again, that's kind of what I really wanted to talk about on that. Again, shouts out to City Market. Don't send your kids down there because they can't come in. So just wanted you to know. And Billy wants to know, can we buy the Savannah Mall? I'm not sure that's the best and highest use for us to buy it. So we'll see. What else? Gray, I'm sorry, I said Lakeisha. They still have the 100 Black Men program. So we still have that here in Savannah. So let me put that in here. 100 Black Men in Savannah. And they do a bunch of great activities. And guess what? You don't have to be black. You do not have to be black. Okay? And to Kiki, we have to teach our kids a sense of community. And so you know what you could do? You could take your kids outside and get them some bags and some gloves and help them clean up. I bet you after they start cleaning up, they won't mess up. Take them to the neighborhood meetings in your neighborhood. we have to teach community. If they don't have a sense of community, it's because they were not taught a sense of community. We have to teach them a sense of community. All right, so I got Parent University. So I want to talk about that. And Pastor, thank you, Pastor Roberson. I appreciate that. So I have a bachelor's, a master's, I have an honorary doctorate, and now I have my second Parent University degree. Thank you very much. That's right. Thank you. We do have movie night next Friday at Daffin Park, and you get a chance to pick what movie we watch. And so I don't want to watch some SpongeBob or something, so I'm hoping it'll be something a little more adult. So I will post that as well, so you will have an opportunity to talk about that. We have a variety of youth programs. We have a youth program this week about designing your own brand. I want to put that in there as well. Yeah, Carolyn, Overcoming by Faith has awesome. Again, that's what I'm saying. I want to be very careful about us when we want to turn around and say churches are not doing anything. Oh, there are churches out there doing things. Kingdom Life, First African, Overcoming by Faith, Connor's Temple. There are churches out there that are out there engaged doing things. St. Paul, another church that comes to mind. Bishop Jacqueline Gilbert Grant's church out there doing stuff. They're out there doing stuff. So if you go to a church that's not doing stuff, you need to have a conversation with your pastor, your rabbi, your priest. Why are we not doing stuff? And what are we going to do to help be more forward-facing for our community? Good to see you, Dr. Thomas Hart, as well. And Karen, that's it right there. Karen, people want to blame me for gun laws. What you gonna do about the guns? What you gonna do about the guns? What you gonna do about the guns? You know, it's crazy. Matter of fact, I went out the other day and bought a gun. Somebody had a gun they needed to get off their hands, so I bought it. We have to insist on common sense gun laws. Now, last night, the former Prime Minister of Japan was killed, assassinated by a homemade gun. And what was more shocking to them was that they don't have but maybe 10 shootings in the last number of years. So, all right, Marquand Green has a mentorship program. Dandy Empowerment does a great job. Youth City, I've worked with them for years as well. So again, this stuff is out here. Hey, Ron! Dr. Veronica Bedell Brown, who just I've always loved with. Just love her out in California doing her thing. So proud of you out there as well. Lakisa, if you send me, inbox me, and I'll put that information out there for you. Okay? And Raymond says, make sure everybody is registered to vote. And Monica says her son told her something interesting. Parents present themselves in social media in a way their kids have never seen them, as their pre-parent selves, and creates a break in what was a boundary. That is very insightful. I mean, wow, Miles did it again. In other words, we see our parents in one way, and then we see our parents on social media. Thank God my mom and dad are still my mom and dad on social media. They're older folks, and that's how they act. They're not like, turning up in a different way on social media than I know them. But that's really deep. Let's see what else. Hey, Ethel, it does start with the parent. Tam, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about it, and we'll see where it is. Hey, Leonard, good to see you as well. All right, yes, Reverend Marvin Lloyd is Little Bryan Baptist Church over on Gwinnett Street. Great church family as well. Catherine says her grandchildren planted watermelon, sunflowers, lavender, corn, and chrysanthemums before they went back. Sharon, says design your own brand. It is, and the city provides that stuff for free. We've been doing that all summer long. Tyrone Brown, who is a legend in our community, a basketball legend, one of the world famous Harlem Globetrotters, he speaks to the kids around the world about that, about mentorship and stuff. I mean, sometimes they'll listen to a basketball player, they'll listen to a star basketball player like Tyrone or myself, rather than listening to somebody else. Sometimes they do. Catherine her church is putting on an after-school program. Again, let me know so we can put that out there. And Leonard, congratulations, 16 years ago as well. Marquand, good to see you. Audrey says her nephew is new to Savannah. He would like to volunteer to work with the youth. Reach out to Alderwoman Linda Wilder Bryan. She'll get him locked in. There is not a listing, I think. You go try 211. Try United Way 211. They have a listing of youth programs. Dana, good to see you. Christiana, good to see you as well. Good to see Coach Cassell Bell. I was looking for you, Coach. I was wondering where you were. It's happy birthday to Cliff McCurry. Cliff, you didn't tell us it was your birthday. So, all right, let's see. Raymond said, yeah, we do. We have to get involved in these races. I mean, we complain about it, but then we won't get out and vote. So we need you all to get out and vote. So, but yeah, we'll get the information, and I'll put together a list as well, and we'll put it out there. I think finally, before I start answering your questions, today, 55 years ago, a beautiful nurse from Brooklyn, New York, and a handsome military dude working as an orderly in a hospital got married. And from that union 55 years ago came me. Love is patient and kind, and I want you to know how proud I am to be the son, the oldest son, of Van and Cynthia Johnson as they celebrate their 55th wedding anniversary today. And I want you, hopefully, to help me congratulate them. I am so proud of them because I've had the opportunity to watch a marriage my entire life. Everybody does not have that opportunity. And I will tell you that it has not been easy. I know it's not been easy. As a matter of fact, it's probably been harder than I could ever imagine. But I watched my parents work out stuff. And I know some days that they were kind of mad at each other, but I never really saw them do that. I never really saw them arguing. I wasn't in their business. They had their roles, and they never disrespected each other. My father was the head of the household, and my mother, until very recently, and actually now, still brings my father his food at the table. She's always done that. And one day I asked her, I said, well, why are you doing that? He can get his own food. And she said, you stay out of our business. And she does. She brought him his food at the table. And, they just had those roles. They've raised 5 children who are now all grown and doing their own thing. And I'm grateful for them because I've never seen my father disrespect my mother. Even if they were pissed off with each other, it wasn't, where my father spent the night out. whatever it was. Now, he might have slept on the floor in that room, but, they were in the room together. And they worked it out. And I'm just so enormously grateful. And it's been difficult as of late. As many of you know, when you get older, the things about sickness and health start to mean something. Um, for better, for worse, starts to mean something. And I'm watching them deal with the better or for worse. I'm watching them deal with the sickness and in health. And it's something. It's something. And so my siblings and I are so phenomenally blessed to have the parents that we have. If you consider me to be a halfway decent person, it is because I am the beneficiary of great parents who encouraged me but also kept me in my place, where I could not go and do like everybody went and did. If they didn't buy it, I couldn't bring it into their house. I couldn't spend the night at other people's houses. If I had a friend, they had to know who the friend was, and they had to like the friend, and they had to know who the friend's parents were. And I didn't have privacy. Remember once I tried to put a lock on the door, and next thing I know, the door was off the hinges. They said, you don't have privacy here at our houses. And so I'm grateful that they kept me engaged, and they have been a phenomenal support system. And any accolades I receive now, it's because of them. Anything I was able to build for myself is because I've had Judy Jones, because I have had a foundation off which to build. And so I watched them, and times have been hard as of late. It's been different as of late. But yet, I see that dedication to each other. Hey, Monir, I ate there today and yesterday, by the way. But, you see that. And so I'm saying all of that, and then I'll take your questions, is that for those of you who are married, stick with it. As long as there's no abuse or no major disrespect going on, it means something to young people. Good to see you, Andrew. Pastor Young, good to see you, sir. Hey, Brother Jeff, good to see you. I'm doing all right. Because my parents had roles. My father is the type where he showed his love by the roof he put over your head. And my mother taught me to care. And I had parents that were not afraid to get in my ass if they needed to. Were never afraid of me. And that's the blessing that I have. And it means something. And so I heard that marriage is hard. That's probably why I haven't done it yet. Because I heard it's really, really, really hard. It's extraordinarily hard. But for those of you who are in there, you hang in there. Stony! Let me send some love to my awesome niece, who is the second granddaughter of um, of my phenomenal parents. Um, and so I just, I use this time to kind of share, and I just wanted to share with you the thoughts that I had um, regarding that milestone. And so, um, you have them, you love them, and you celebrate those milestones with them, um, and you really see what you know loving and cherish and sickness and the health. You see what all of that means, and you grow up and you appreciate it because you know that it was easier sometimes just to say the hell with it and just everybody just go there to their own corners, but they didn't do it. You know, I mean, you know, yeah. Um, so, um, yeah. So, anyway, so uh, happy anniversary to my mother and father, 55 years. And so, since it was important to me, I thought it would be important to y'all. And since this is how we do every Friday, I couldn't not share their special day, our special day, with you. So, any questions? Any questions? Wait a minute. Oh, my mama's on. So y'all sitting here letting me pour out my heart, and nobody even told me my mama was on. So love you too, mama. And congratulations and happy anniversary. And I know it has not been uh, easy or pristine or but 55 years is nothing to laugh at. And look what y'all were able to create. Me. Ew. The thought of that it was like vomit just come out my mouth. Just oh. Anyway, Barbara Dolores, who have been married 36 years, so yes, thank you so much. And Tabitha's giving a big hug, and Kiki hanging there 18 years, and Alicia is doing that as well. Um, Ethel, we're doing our best to keep our areas safe, and we're doing what we can. And so if we have to shut it down, then we will. Um, let's see, what else? What else? What else? What else? So questions or anything? Eva, thank you as well. And Dr. Slade wants to be the flower girl at my wedding one day. Well, we might have to push you down in a wheelchair. I don't know. I don't know. I think now I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not sure I can make a good husband at this point. I mean, you know, I'm married to a girl named Savannah, and she is unyielding. She's jealous. She wants all my time, and she drinks all the orange juice out of the container in the refrigerator. Let's see. Thank y'all for sharing love to our parents. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my sister Tasha is on. Okay, so now I know how my mama knew, because Tasha knew. So you telephone, you tell Tasha. That's what happens. So there's a road by Styles Avenue almost finished. Styles Avenue is not. We're hoping within the next 2 weeks to start with Gwinnett Street. The goal now is to get Gwinnett open. So that's what we're working on. And I'll be giving an update on that on Tuesday. Oh, I got to tell you something else too. Judy Jones! Good to see you, Judy. And yes, Laura, I am probably set in my ways as well. Um, but I wanted you to know, so let me tell you what I'm going to do, or what I'm trying to do. And Alderwoman Wilder Bryan is on here. Um, so, um, thank you. Um, thank you, Ms. Kathy. I appreciate that. Keep me in your prayers. So let me tell you, just so you all know. So we're getting ready to do our millage. We're going to We're decreasing our millage, but we're not decreasing it to the rollback rate. And there's a couple of things we want to be able to do. Um, Pastor Tillman says I can have my wedding at First AB for free. You gonna let me do my wedding at First AB? Look, it probably need to be at the arena because people probably won't believe that it's happening. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, well, I might take you up on it. Um, Jeffrey, um, we're evaluating Savannah Mall. I mean, again, commercial property is not necessarily good for institutional use, which is what we would use it for. So if the highest best use, you have to determine, is the need for it worth what we're trying to do with it. So that we're letting our folks, talk about that as well. Who's responsible for Torp sidewalks? In the city of Savannah, we are. Call 311. 311. Get that taken care of as well. But anyway, what we're trying to do is we want to lower our property taxes the lowest it's been in 35 years. And so we're hoping over the next couple of days that we will drop our property tax to the lowest level in 35 years because everything else is going up. We're also hoping to be able to make a substantial investment in law enforcement to be able to make sure that we're able to hire police and firefighters. And so we are also going to invest in them so that they will include, we want them to stay with us. So we're working on that as well. And so we'll start those hearings next week. So, again, we're not dropping it all the way down, but it's the lowest it's been in 35 years. And during our administration, we have dropped property taxes every single time. So, Linda, shoot me what's happening at WW Law as well, so I can try to be there. So, any questions, anything I could answer for you in our waning moments tonight? What would you? Any questions? What questions you have? I'll try my best to answer them. What square is that over there where Old Red Cross used to be? By the Rose of Sharon. Let me find out. Let me find out. Let me find out. Real quick. Rose of Sharon. That's Whitfield Square. Whitfield Square is that. Shauna, Whitfield Square. You're a senior and you need a roof put on your house where you can get help. We have a home repair program, and I've been posting it, so let me put that up there. We've helped 120 homeowners. So I want to put that in there as well. And so we have opportunities to help you to repair your home. And so I'm going to go ahead and post that for you. So you will have that. So I just posted that for, who did I post that for? Miss Bright, I just posted that for you, okay? Margie, where's my email address? The best way to contact me. You can contact me. I'll inbox you right now. Let me see. See if I can inbox you. Oh, nope. It is, you can inbox me. Quickest way is probably Mayor Johnson, SAB@gmail. Probably the easiest way. You can go ahead. So that's for you. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate you. Jerry, do I think that long-term state-funded mental facilities will ever come back. I think there's a great need for it, and I hate that the state took it away, leaving mentally ill people on our streets. Our jail right now, well, before the pandemic, was the largest mental health provider in our county, and that's because those long-term state mental hospitals went away. Again, someone said earlier, it's really important for people to vote because that's the type of stuff people need to be talking about. Renee, your husband walked out on you. Um, I'm sorry. Yeah, Tam Tam got you. Yeah, Tam got you, and Linda Wilder got you. So I don't have to answer you, but Renee, I'm sorry that happened to you. What else? Whatever. Is there any more new or unknown resources for our homeless? A major issue, airport side Pula. I don't know what Pula's resources are. I know the city of Savannah puts major money into that. The reality is we have more homeless people than we have resources for them, and more people are coming here. Um, so I'll go ahead and give you the Homeless Authority, which is probably the quickest way to find resources. They are responsible for our counts and things of homeless people. So, Jeff, I'm gonna give you that. So you have it. There you go. Tyrone wants to know, are we reconsidering demolishing the Civic Center? Um, yes. At this point, for me, I mean, I think the arena has to go. I think we can keep the theater. We're waiting on some figures to see how much it will cost to renovate the arena, and so, but before what's on the table now is from the last council. They said knock it all down. I think this council is thinking somewhat differently, so we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate you. Good to see attorney Veronica Brinson on. She's a phenomenal attorney in Macon, Georgia. Had to get her on to talk about some law stuff. Kiki says Carver Village, Cloverdale and Carver Village used to be prominent areas. I grew up in Cloverdale. How can you bring those neighborhoods back without gentrification? Well, Kiki, I live in Cloverdale. And the fact of the matter is the gentrification is voluntary displacement. People are selling those properties. People are moving out of the neighborhoods they grew up in, and that is what the issue is. The reality is that you know if everybody you can't maintain the hood if everybody moves out of the hood, and so I live in I came up in Carver Village, and I live in Cloverdale. I've lived in the last 25 years, and people have asked me about moving other places. No, I'm living right here because the hood doesn't get better if everybody moves out, and so that's what I do. Jan, it's good to see you. Yes, Billy, I need your help on that. We need to get that hotel motel tax. Adrian, thank you for posting as well. Kevin, no, that's not me. And that's right, Linda Wilder Bryan, she has been working phenomenally hard, and we're hoping to have a safe sanitary site for the homeless in the 3rd District. And Linda Wilder Bryan has been an absolute champion as it relates to that. So I'm looking forward to being with her when we unveil that. Catherine wants to know, what are the rules for semi-trucks or personal vehicles parking on residential streets? They're not supposed to in the city of Savannah. So call the police, get them ticketed. Marsha Jones is being faced with finding affordable housing for a single person waiting on disability. And you're happy to see some mercy applications open? Yes. Good. L. Griffin Kennedy, got her recycling bin, you are very, very welcome. Tyrone, what are the chances for you to purchase it? Um, it depends. Again, the city would have to determine its surplus, and then we would have to put it out for sale. So if the city is going to keep it, then we've gotten some offers from people that want to buy it, and some of us just think it needs to be in civic hands because once we lose that prime real estate space, prime civic space, we will never get it back. But I'll keep you updated on that. Yeah, we're gonna be praying for Rena. And yes, um, Dr. Slay, uh, who I met as a young child in Carver Village, um, she is still in Carver Village, teaching it out in Kentucky, but she's doing that. Michelle was a procedure to get speed bumps in Kensington. Talk to your alderman and get on the traffic committee. Shannon wants to know about my upcoming trip to the White House. Oh, okay. On Monday, I've been invited back to the White House, y'all. So I'm going to see the president sign the Safer Communities Act into law in the White House on Monday. So, um, glad they know my name and glad they invited me again. I was just there, a, a month or two ago. So um, I'm looking forward to being there. Um, it's not as much as we would like, but it is something. And I want to make sure that I'm talking with the folks um, in Congress that we need more. We just need more. We need more help on the ground. So, um, yeah, Catherine, call please. Marvin says call for help. Um, Inbox me. How do you get speed bumps, Catherine? Again, talk to your alderman, alderwoman, and then essentially what you'll do is get on the traffic calming committee, and they do an assessment, and then they prioritize it. Does that rule about cars parking on residential streets apply all over city limits? What do you mean by cars parking on residential streets? You mean trucks? Let me know. Good to see uh, Akeem McMichael. Good to see you, sir. Appreciate that. And Linda Wilder Bryan is rocking the block as well. Um, I'm not going on a vacation, Debbie. I'm going to the warehouse. I mean, White House. I said warehouse. I'm going to the White House. I'm going literally be almost back the same day. You know, um, it's an honor. I mean, I think for me, um, when I'm invited, that means Savannah's invited. And if I'm invited out of all of these thousands of cities in the country, that means that the White House is paying attention to the city of Savannah, Georgia. And so um, we are we are looking, um, making sure we get the things that we need. So um, thank you very much for these. Um, and Linda, any new annexation plans? Not today, Pastor Young. We'll see how it goes. Can I speak on rebooting? And I will say though, and since I did see Pastor Young, we have two awesome senators, and Senator Ossoff and Senator Warnock, and that's part of the reason why we're getting the attention we're getting here, because we have senators that pay attention to our city, and so I've been very, very happy with that. Um, we've talked about fair housing in Georgia. Landlords can raise their rent as much as they want to. I think it's partly discriminatory and um, grossly unfair. So we need the state to help us in that as well. So yes, Savannah is definitely invited. So um, I just wanted you um, to know how much we appreciate you. Um, you know, we are glad that um, we've been able to make it through 120 weeks together. Um, and, you know, I'm not perfect. I just do the best I can. I never told anybody I would save them from themselves. I never said I would come and be a savior. I said I would come and be a servant. And there is nobody in this city who works harder than me except for Linda Wilder Bryan. That's all I'm saying. Nobody but Linda Wilder Bryan. But the fact of the matter is that Savannah is always on my mind, and trying to help make Savannah into what we know it can be, which is an inclusive, which is an equitable city where everyone feels welcome. Um, you know, that's what our goal is. And so we'll continue to work until that happens. I don't know if Vince Williams is on, but Vince Williams does an outstanding job in Union City. Uh, and you know, again, you know, we want to make sure that we're thought about. And so we have. I love you too, Linda Wilder Bryan. Um, you know that we've been able to have um, this wonderful relationship, and because of our senators, we've had three cabinet secretaries here in Savannah. That's never happened, and I'm hoping to have two more before the year is out. Again, so we could talk to them specifically about the things we need here. And so, um, you know, the goal is to keep on pushing. The goal is to stay focused. The goal is to ignore the noise and ignore the haters. The goal is to be able to love those that despitefully use you and talk crazy crap about you. The goal is to make sure that everybody in Savannah um, has the dream and the promise of Savannah. Knowing we don't get there um, all at one step, but we know we get there step by step, and we know we get there, and we get there together. And so it's such an honor to serve you. It's such an honor to be able to have been with you for 120 weeks. It is so good, and I am so honored to uh, continue to be a part of your Friday nights. Um, I am so honored that you continue to give me your time and you watch me melt down on Friday nights and become emotional about my parents. And you know, I just, you know, I be here by myself. I be lonely, and sometimes I be talking to myself. And so I have somebody to talk to on Friday nights. And my house is not so lonely. And like Luther said, a house is not a home. Akeem, of course, we can do late night programs for youth at the centers. And actually, we are either we're doing that or working on that. So um, I can get you more information. And Joycette, um, you're nice to you, like some people. I'm not even going. Anyway, thank you so much. We love you, and in my words of my friend, uh, Dr. Vince Williams, love you, and nothing you can do about it. We are Savannah Strong. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, so I had a question. Yeah, we had an unfortunate incident today, and so I'll just leave it at that at the State Street Garage. Um, just an unfortunate incident. So that's all I can say. Thanks. Good night.